Decision 2025. Right now, voters are going to the polls in several suburbs today, including South Suburban Dalton. That's where a series of political scandals have rocked that community and are now at the forefront of this election. NBC5's V Win joining us live in Dalton tonight, talking to voters and asking them what's important to them going into this race. V?
Stefan, we've been talking to voters at 4 different polling locations, including here at Diekman Elementary School. Some of them were very comfortable talking about their candidate and showing their support. Others not so much and did not want to talk about their candidate. But in the end, telling us that all that matters is that they did their civic duty. Some residents in the village of Dolton headed to the polls this afternoon, casting their ballots in what they're calling a crucial election.
Everybody is ready for change, ready for change. It's too much going on.
Any other time I would have passed it up, but I had to come out for this one.
Incumbent Mayor Tiffany Henyard is running against Dolton Trustee Jason House. The two ran on the same ticket in the last general election. Henyard, who calls herself super mayor, has been under investigation, facing allegations of misusing taxpayer funds. She lost her bid for Thornton Township supervisor in December. Then in January, a fight broke out at a township meeting involving Henyard, her allies, and critics.
The antics on the township, that fight that broke out, was unacceptable to the residents.
A little bit embarrassing. I can say that.
Both candidates were out and about this morning trying to drum up last-minute support. Henyard says she is confident she will keep her seat.
I think people should do their research before they judge. I've always given back to my community. I always done what's right for my community. And I think today the people will stand with their mayor.
Henyard says she is running for re-election to continue working for the people of Dalton. Her challenger is calling for more accountability and transparency.
We're going to bring what we call changing the narrative of Dalton. We're going to bring community. We're going to work with one another. We're going to stop insulting people and really do things responsibly.
Residents here say they want unity for their community. All they can do now is wait for the results.
We need more unity for parties to work together for one goal.
You got your voice. You can't talk about people who don't vote and they complain. But if you vote, you have a voice.
Now, Cook County Clerk Monica Gordon telling us they're seeing a higher voter turnout this election compared to what it was 4 years ago. Polls will close tonight at 7. The winner of this race will face off with independent Cassandra Hobson. And that is the very latest in Dalton. I'll send it back to you.
Thank you so much, V. We'll wait for those results to come in. Several municipalities were holding primary elections today.
One race where there could be a political shakeup is the village of Dalton. NBC5's Regina Waldroup live from one of the polling places to give us an update. Regina.
Stefan, the polling place here, of course, and throughout Dalton, they close at 7. And what we're seeing here, a lot of people still showing up to vote this evening. Now, earlier today, I talked to a Cook County election judge, and he says so far things were going very smooth on this day. And I also talked to the Cook County clerk, and she says that, nothing was happening here, but there is a slight uptick in the number of people who are voting. It's election day in the village of Dalton, and it could be a pivotal primary for this suburb.
Any other time I would have passed it up, but I had to come out for this one.
Election officials say so far, voter turnout higher than it was 4 years ago.
Early voting, they saw higher numbers. So the goal is to keep that consistency and really make sure that all of suburban Cook County has a higher turnout.
Voters here are deciding whether to stick with the incumbent, Tiffany Henyard, who's under federal investigation, accused of questionable spending and retaliation, or look to someone else to lead this village. Henyard said this morning she will be victorious. Henyard's former ally, Jason House, is hoping to unseat her. A trustee since 2017, he's campaigned on transparency and putting an end to wasteful spending.
We look forward to the results and let the people's voice be heard.
While off-year elections usually don't bring big voter turnouts, election officials hoping this primary could be different for Dalton and other communities.
And local elections are what count for your daily life, your quality of life. So we need people to get more involved in this election and those local elections.
Back out here live, we have seen several Cook County Sheriff's officers at this polling location as well as others that we went to, several of them today. Of course, we're going to have a recap of what happened here on this primary day in Dalton coming up on the news at 10. Back to you.
All right, Regina Waldroup reporting for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you much.
Now, Decision 2025. It is primary election night with several key races in the suburbs this evening.
But it's the race in South Suburban Dalton, the big shakeup there that's making big news tonight. Embattled Mayor Tiffany Henyard has been defeated by challenger Jason House in the Democratic primary. House took 87% of the vote to Henyard's 12%.
House will now move on to the general election in April. Let's get right to our Regina Waldroup. She is live in Dalton tonight with reaction. Regina.
Allison and Stephan, we're monitoring this situation going on in here right now. It is a celebration happening, but a short time ago, some type of fight did break out right here that we are monitoring on a day that many say is a pivotal one for this community. They are escorting someone out, we see here, but we do want to tell you that so many people told me they believe this is a new day for Dalton. Decision day in the village of Dalton. With senior trustee Jason House and his Clean House 2025 slate victorious in the Democratic primary for mayor. Incumbent Tiffany Henyard garnered 12% of the vote, while House garnered 87%. House's team declared victory shortly before 7:30.
Transparency starts today. It's a mandate. The community has demanded it. We're up for the challenge.
Henyard is under federal investigation. She's accused of questionable spending and retaliation. She did not make an appearance at her election night location, but we were told she would send a statement. With 17 precincts reporting, this primary election saw 4,446 ballots cast, which is higher than 4 years ago. Here's what voters were saying tonight.
Grateful for the residents, everybody coming to exercise their right to vote. We did it.
I just can't say enough about this.
You have a terrific staff in here that's going to come in here, and they are going to clean house.
So when we do get a statement from Mayor Tiffany Henyard, we'll have it on our 4 a.m. news or our website, NBCChicago.com. And from here, it's on to the general election in April, where Jason House will be facing independent candidate Cassandra Hobson Jordan. I'm live in Dalton tonight. Regina Waldroup, NBC5 News.
All right, Regina, big night there in Dalton. Let's turn now to Aurora. Mayor Richard Irvin seeking a third term, winning by just a few hundred votes over challenger John Lash. But the top two performers, remember, in this primary tonight will both advance to the consolidated election on April 1st.
In Cicero's primary tonight, Larry Dominic has been town president since 2005. He faced a challenge tonight from Esteban Rodriguez. Dominic won tonight's primary 57% to 42%. Dominic was surrounded by family and supporters, as the results showed, and he secured another term in office. And tonight, the incumbent addressed his opponent's accusations that he made Cicero a hostile place for immigrants.
They said I don't like immigrants. That's not true. There's a lot of immigrants here. I love them all. I don't like the illegal immigrants because they're taking tax dollars from the Cicero people and other people that deserve the money.
Dominic also addressed the issue of public safety, saying he does not want to defund the police.